After assessing and analyzing the September 3rd general elections results, which saw the Jamaica Labour Party taking all of 49 seats to the People's National Party's 14 seats, it is now clear that Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, drove all of the votes that were given to the Jamaica Labour Party. It also shows that all of the Labourites are loyal to the Jamaica Labour Party, and it also indicates that comrades are extremely loyal to the PNP party as well. The findings coming out of a recent poll conducted in August indicates that a majority of Labourites had voted for the Jamaica Labour Party because their desire was to see Prime Minister Andrew Holness return as Prime Minister of Jamaica for a second term. The results coming out of the poll also indicate that comrades made their vote for the People's National Party because their desire was to see the People's National Party return to power for this 2020 to 2021 parliamentary year. So this shows how loyal both Jamaican Labour Party members and the People's National Party members are to their respective parties. Based on results coming out of the poll by the team of researchers, it shows that the outcome in the election is in line with previous predictions leading up to the September 3rd general elections. The poll that was held in September 2020 basically confirms the results that came out of the August 2020 polls, and they confirmed by the results coming out of the September 3rd general elections. The team of pollsters and researchers managed to get responses from 1,000 Jamaicans across the island. The results coming out indicate that 33% of the respondents who voted did so because they wanted to exercise their right to vote. Of that number, 55% stated that they voted for the Jamaica Labour Party candidate, while another 41% indicated that they voted for the People's National Party's candidate in their respective constituencies. Only 33% of the respondents stated that they voted. 44% of these persons who voted for the Jamaica Labour Party said that the main reason for their vote was because they wanted to see Andrew Holness be returned as Prime Minister. This is in comparison to 2% of PNP voters who voted for the People's National Party because their desire was to see Peter Phillips become Prime Minister of Jamaica. Based on what the poll has presented, 1/3 of Jamaica Labour Party voters exercised their right to vote for their party because their desire was to see the Jamaica Labour Party continue in governance. And also, this is in comparison to 3/4 of those persons who voted for the People's National Party. They voted because their desire was to see the PNP govern the country of Jamaica. Another 22% of Jamaica Labour Party supporters and 18% of those who voted for the People's National Party stated that they chose to vote in the way that they did because of the person who would become their Member of Parliament in their respective constituencies. Results coming out of the September 2020 polls are very similar to the results that came out of the polls that were conducted in August 2020. So, both polls are confirming each other's results. In the poll, 48% of Jamaica Labour Party supporters indicated that they would vote for the party to ensure that Andrew Holness remained as the Prime Minister, while 11% of the People's National Party's supporters had indicated that they would vote for the PNP because they wanted to see Dr. Peter Phillips become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Similarly, it should be noted that more People's National Party supporters, in the amount of 76%, stated that their vote were driven by their loyalty to the People's National Party, in comparison to the Jamaica Labour Party supporters, who indicated that 42% of them were loyal to the Jamaica Labour Party. Strategies that were used by the Jamaica Labour Party's Andrew Holness and every member of his team in ensuring that the campaign machinery was up and running and fully operational were quite and more than adequate and effective. They clearly took the September 3rd general elections and dominated every single constituency that they contested. Based on the results, based on the assessments, and based on even the results coming out of the magisterial recounts, it is evident that the Jamaica Labour Party was chosen because the people of Jamaica saw them as the best party to govern Jamaica and the best party to lead Jamaica into a stronger future. Whilst only 33% of the respondents from this poll voted, this also means that 66% of these respondents did not exercise their right to vote. However, this 33% indicates that the choice was clear, and they made their choice. They chose the Jamaica Labour Party because many persons wanted to see Prime Minister Andrew Holness return as Prime Minister for a second term. It's clear that the results coming from the first term that was governed by PM Andrew Holness would have shown Jamaicans that it was time for them to give him a second term, and therefore they did not allow that opportunity to slip on by. The PNP, however, would have cemented in the minds of the Jamaican people that they were not ready to lead at the time, all because of the 2019 Bunting Challenge. Results coming out of the September 3rd general elections were closely aligned to all of the results coming from pollsters across Jamaica, and all of these polls indicated that the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the Jamaica Labour Party was the party of choice, and that they would take the elections. The PNP were in total disbelief, and they did not take this poll as true. But the elections have proven that the people have spoken, and of course the PNP is in the process of rebuilding and reforming their party. But the Jamaica Labour Party, on the other hand, is just making efforts towards being consistent with the work that they have done over the past 5 years, and they are continuing on a path to lead Jamaica into a stronger future. Of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Let me know if you are in agreement with the results coming out of the September 2020 polls that indicate that the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are extremely loyal to their Prime Minister, and they're extremely loyal to their party. And it also indicates that the comrades are also extremely loyal to the People's National Party and loyal to Dr. Peter Phillips because they wanted to see him gain the position of Prime Minister of Jamaica for this parliamentary year. However, as it went down, he's still in the position opposition leader, and he is on his way out as the leader of the PNP, whilst Andrew Holness remains as the leader of the JLP and the Prime Minister of Jamaica.